everyone, this is Anna from Lexingby Journals. I hope everybody's well today. It's Friday and it's a fairly nice day here. I've just seen some parrots flying around, which is nice. I haven't seen those in the garden for a while, so spring is in the air. And we've been going for our walks with my daughter. I think we all need a little bit more freedom, but we'll see what happens. The lockdown here has been going on and on and on forever. It's been a year now. So anyway, however much one tries, sometimes you do get a little bit frustrated. Anyway, I thought since we all need a little bit of fantasy again, back to the fantasy. And of course, you will never, if you come to this channel, you'll never cease to see fantasy, because this is what I'm made of. So I've prepared a journal for you to have a look at today, and it's the Faerie Queene, and it's the Faerie Queene relating to Spenser's poem, and that dates back to 1590 or that around that period, let's say, historical period, and it's one of the longest poems, British poems, and divided in 6 books. And he would have written more. He had plans to write more, but he didn't. It is believed that it was sponsored by Sir Walter Raleigh for Elizabeth I, the Queen Elizabeth I, the daughter of Henry VIII. So it's a specific historical time, and it's a very allegorical poem, and it goes back to describes in good detail the time through myth and through the Arthurian romance, but at the same time there is relevance with Orlando Furioso once again, and we've talked about Orlando Furioso. So anyway, this is the main idea of this let's say story that he writes about, and there is a fairy queen, and her name is Gloriana. And there's a lot of it's based on the Arthurian knights and King Arthur, and there's a lot of romance in it, and each book dedicates itself to a certain type of virtue. For example, book 1 is holiness, and book 2 is about temperance, book 3 is chastity, and book 4, although it seems to be friendship, related to friendship, it's actually a continuation of book 3. Then book 5 is justice, and book 6 is courtesy. So this is the main idea, and if anybody is more interested, you can find parts of the poem. You can read them on the internet. You can download the PDF. There are many ways of doing it. So anyway, for this one, I chose kind of a carpetbagger journal. I have this really lush, soft fabric, and it's quite thick. And it's actually, having such a thick fabric, it's not the easiest job to create a journal, because you need strong hands. But anyway, I managed it, and in order to attach everything in. And it's got these corners here, and I decided to leave it like this, to leave it plain, because it's got so much beauty on it that I didn't want to touch it and add anything else onto it. And I have this closure, the seam binding. There are lots of things hanging out from the journal, as you can see, and because of course it is talking about fairies, of course, it needs to have come out of fairyland. And there we are. So I used the cover for one of the books, which was Moral Virtues here, and the inside cover, and this handmade paper, which is very much of it has come out of like a fairyland, and here, I'm sorry, it's quite it'll open up gradually. It's quite stiff. It will get there. I like them a little bit stiffer because then they're not too loose and they don't wobble around. So this one can write their own things on it on the front. It's like a title page. And here is this is a painting, and I thought it's got little fairies flying around or dragonflies, and I thought it would look nice as the first let's say image of the fairy, Gloriana. So I've added some papers for ephemera to write on, different tags. And this is a castle, as you can see, and there's this greenery growing, lots of greenery around because I'm into greenery at the moment. And these are images from the book, from drawings, and I love these images, so I added a few of these. And here's a tree, and this is an envelope with two fantastical beasts. Here there's another castle and another part of another piece. Oh, look at that. There is a lot going on with dragons and all sorts of creatures in this story. There's a big pocket here, and here is a woods, image of the woods sideways, and there's another pocket on the other side. There's a washer here with a fairy. There's another paper here, and some lace, leafy lace, and I love this lace. I love the way it looks when it's coming out of the book. There's a fairy here, and this is a card of one of my favorite artists, David Hockney. And I went to his exhibition in London, and I bought a few cards, so I thought I'd add this one here just to have it. And this is transparent, so you can see this side, which is a fairyland. Woodland painting. Some Indian sari silk trim, and little bits and pieces just to decorate a bit. So this is part of the story. Prince Arthur, the Red Cross Knight, and Una. So yeah, that's part of the story. More lace. There's a side pocket here with some tags. And here is another reference to the fairy Queene, and I've used this painting before, and whoever remembers that journal, I don't remember in which journal I used it, but yeah, that's another classic favorite painting. There's another pocket, side pocket, and there's another one from the fairy Queene. These are different mythical creatures, unicorns. So there's a manuscript and another side pocket, and different crowns, side pocket. This is really sweet. This is a painting of fairies, and there's a bunny here, and yeah, and a rabbit, and there's a lot happening in this picture, and there's some Indian, and here's some more Indian fabric, more fairies, and there's a transparent pocket here with a tag, so a side pocket, fairy, another side pocket. And here I've attached a piece of silk, sari silk, and it's got lots of work on it. I think it's really lovely, and I've attached it with a pin, but I've covered the pin with this so nobody would get, wouldn't get injured by the pin. Pricked is the word. Okay, there's another fairy here in Fairyland. There are fairies flying here. And there's a little side pocket here. Also lady playing music, and she's visited by the fairies. And here I had this little jewel, and I added it onto this this little fairy. And this is the end with one of the images from the book, from the Fairy Queen. So the journal is here, and it's full of, I thought of it as being full of little secrets and you know, exciting things to look at. And then of course one will fill it with their own interpretations of things and quotes and mixed media, and you know what I mean, whatever one likes to do in these journals. I hope you enjoyed the flip through, and this journal is going to be up on Etsy tonight at 9 p.m. UK time. I worked out that 9 o'clock is a good time. 9 p.m. is a good time generally, but you know, just get in touch with me, whatever you like. And if you want a custom journal or want to have some other ideas, get in touch. Any questions, get in touch. Any comments, down below. You like the videos, please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope everybody's well, as I said, and I hope everybody's got lifted spirits. The important thing is that we're all healthy, and everything else will happen in due course. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.